I've gotten many requests for sparring videos and stretching videos, so here's a stretching video, stretching tip that I'm going to share with you guys, something that I do a lot. I'm simply doing this here as an example to show you guys how far I'm going into splits. I'm not going to go into a full split until the end of the video, so you guys see this is how far I am. This is a trick. I'm going to stay this far. I'm going to put my feet forward. This is a trick that a lot of martial artists use for their videos. You guys notice how it almost looks like I'm on full splits, or it kind of almost does. It's the angle of the camera. It's all the way on the ground. And I have about this much space, okay? So between my hips and what will be a real full splits. So, with that said, this is a really good position to sit in. If you guys see Scott Adkins' splits tutorial video, this is how he's sitting. He's kind of making it seem like he's almost in full splits, but it's bullshit. He's sitting like this. And how can you tell if someone's pulling off this trick? It's by looking at the feet. If the feet look bigger than they should be, it's for this reason, because the feet are then closer to the camera. The feet will always appear bigger. This might appear like it's a straight line, but check it out. When I lift myself up and bring my hips to the same line as my feet, I'm gonna do that right now. This is how much space I have. See, guys? Sitting back down. Now my butt's against the wall. So, that said, this is a really good position to sit in for stretching. You're not going all the way into splits. You're just right here. But from here, you can do a lot of good stretching for your hamstrings. And keep in mind, guys, that not everybody's able to go into a full split. If you've been able to do it in the past, then maybe, yeah, you might be able to get it back, you know? But it all goes down to your hips. I have a video on this, on who can do splits, who can get pretty close to it, and who can definitely not. So I'll link that video here down below. You guys can watch that, so I don't have to get into it in this video, okay? So this stretch right now that I'm gonna do is for everybody, okay? So anybody can do this, anybody can get more flexible doing this stretch. So what I do is this: I sit here. The first exercise that I do is I put my hands forward like this. I stay relaxed the entire time. And then I let my hands slide forward. I let my weight slide my hands forward. And you can really feel the pull in your hamstrings. This is really for you guys to do to get more flexibility in your hamstrings, which will help a lot with every single kick. If you guys get flexible in this position, and by flexible I mean being able to bring your head down straight like this. I mean, normally it takes me like a minute or 2 minutes to go down forward like this. But eventually after a minute, I get all the way down like that. Then I will do the same thing, just a little tiny bit to my left, which is your right here. I will do the same thing here. And go down, go down, go down. And I will repeat it. Again, a few more inches to this side, more to my left, your right. And I will go down, go down, go down, and back up. And I will do this all the way until I get to my leg. Once I get to my leg, of course, I will bring my knee, my nose to my knee. It's recommended a lot by people nowadays, the new stretching techniques, that you go like that, more like yoga, from up here and then touch your foot. You know, it gives you a good stretch. I still do it like that. I don't recommend it. A lot of new studies shows that going like this can give you back pain, back injuries. I haven't had it personally, but I've been doing this shit all my life, so I recommend you guys go from up here to here just to avoid injuries, and then bring your head down as far as you can to your knee until you touch your knee. If you get to try to hold it 10 seconds, you know, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. And then of course you guys will repeat the same thing to the right leg, you know. I will kind of do it right now just to loosen up my right side. I won't do it the way I normally do it, which is like really taking my time in each line. So 1 line, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will do this like 8 times, taking like 10 seconds or more, or 20 or 30 in each one, depending on how tight I am. Right now my right leg is a lot tighter than my left, so I will take my time a little bit more with this side. Once you did it like that, you can also just do this, guys. You can go from here, just keep your head down. And then go to your knee. Ah, that feels so good. And then you guys can really feel the back of your leg. Your hamstring will just, in all directions, in all angles, you will feel the stretch. You will feel the pull in the back of your legs. Okay, back to what I was doing over here. A little bit more towards the 45-degree angle. And right now I feel so tight on this side that I actually cannot do it. I cannot go straight like that and go down like I did on this side. I can feel it now, it's way too tight. So I'm just gonna skip it. I'm just not gonna do it right now. I mean, I would do it for you guys, but it's just not good. Take this as a lesson. Feel your body out. Right now I feel my body out. I'm not gonna sacrifice doing it for the video and then risking injury, and then I'm fucked for like a few videos after this, and I'm not gonna be able to train and do more videos for like a month or two. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna injure myself. I will bring my hand up like this though and just relax. See, like right now I feel tight, so I'll just relax. I'll just let my body guide me. See how long it takes for this to go down. But it's a great lesson for you guys, because you guys just seen how fast I went on left, and now look how hard it is for me to go with the right. So it's just that I've trained my right leg a lot lately, and it's just tighter. But it's just a matter of loosening it and back up again. You know, right now I'm going forward and backwards with it. Forward and backwards that way and forward that way. So not this way, but back that way and straight. I'm going right now. Now I want to go back and forward, like there. So I haven't really been able to reach the foot yet. So now I will try to just do the stretch I'm recommending you guys not to do. Just go straight to my knee like this. Oh, I'm gonna go back to that in a minute. So I'm not gonna force it now. I'm gonna give it a little break, and I'm gonna go back to the first thing that I did again. Put in my hands here, go forward. So obviously, if you guys use common sense, think about it. If you guys are not able to go into full splits because your hips don't allow it, but you come this far off the ground, which is about normal, and you're able to bring your head down in all directions, you're gonna be able to have excellent kicks if you guys also train kicking. Okay, I've had many students that cannot go into full splits, but I've gotten them to this kind of flexibility, and it's done wonders for some of them. So it's definitely possible to pull off great kicks without being able to go into full splits. I mean, Scott Adkins is a perfect example. The guy cannot do a full splits. Look at how good he kicks. Okay, and that's the case with most martial artists. If you guys watch all these YouTubers, all these martial arts YouTubers, like the popular ones, the famous ones, the sort of famous ones that everybody follows, it's like, no offense to any of them, but as far as kicking goes, flexibility and etc., they all suck. I mean, they're pretty good at particular things, some of them, but as far as flexibility, kicking, really high kicks and extreme speed with kicks, they're not that good at all of this stuff. But that said, it doesn't mean that they're not good. You know, they're all good at their own particular things. Otherwise, they wouldn't be successful as YouTubers. Even if they're just better at talking, like for example Ramsey Dewey, they all have their talents, you know. But what I'm getting at is that it's not necessary for you guys to have splits like Van Damme in order to be able to have really, really good kicks or high level kicks. Okay, I'm gonna go down to this side one more time. This will be the last time. Okay, that hurt. And now I'm gonna push my legs back. So this is how I do it. Now I'm pushing myself back all the way to the wall. Now I'm in a full splits, like a real full splits, not that fake splits that Scott Adkins and other YouTubers be doing. Now I'm in a full splits. You see, guys? Here's where I was a minute ago. Heels are all the way to the ground, all the way against the wall and on the ground. Now I'm letting myself down, go down like this. Oh. Now I'm gonna relax my hips, let my arms go. And sometimes I'll be chilling like this for a while. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. I have some videos where I chill like this up to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If the pain is extreme, I may do some push-ups. But that said, this is not necessary. I'm just doing it right now because I promised you guys in the beginning of the video I would do the splits. Do a full split. For me, it's easy. I can even do over splits. You know, I can bring my legs up further than the splits. Right now, I brought my legs forward again. So, in case you're wondering how far I am, I'm this far. Now I'm all the way again. Okay. So, basically, I recommend you guys to do this stretch. You know, and always try to get, of course, a little warm up in. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs out before you go into this. I don't always do that. Like, for example, right now I just went right into this. I pretty much put the video on for you guys. I promised 2 of you guys that I would do some stretching videos today. So there it is. This is a simple one that you guys all can do. You guys can also sit like this in front of the TV. You know, if you guys are watching your series for an hour or 30 minutes, there's no reason why you guys cannot sit. If you guys just don't go all the way, of course, don't push it to the point that it's hurting. Keep it in a comfortable position where it doesn't hurt to sit, but that then it hurts when you bring your head down. And then when you feel more comfortable, you go a little more and a little more and a little more. You should be able to sit for like an hour like this. It's not bad, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Take it up every time, you know. So that's pretty much it, guys. I close my legs slowly like this. I always do that after I sit like that for a while. And I open them up like this, side to side. Another exercise that I like doing a lot, it helps with my hip flexibility. Watch, guys, I keep this leg here and I'll bring the other one as far as I can down like that while I keep this one as straight as possible. You may wonder why I do this. Because when I kick roundhouse kick, I have the ability to throw the kick, for example, let's say with this leg, and not pivot this leg at all that way, and still bring this leg all the way around like this, like a real roundhouse kick. This is how I do that. See, this leg is now straight, this leg is now round. It would be the same thing if I was standing. So if I was standing, I'd be here like this, and I'd kick like that. See, I'm doing it right now, turning the hip this way, but the foot straight. Most people that don't have hip flexibility have to turn the foot with the hips to do the kick. But if you're very flexible, you can afford to keep your foot here. Turn it this way, bang, then it's way faster. Okay? So, till the next video, guys. Catch you later.